Advantage for y'all talking. Y'all better be quiet.
Lamont Roach is ready to prove the world wrong. Heading into his upcoming fight with Gervonta Tank Davis on March 1st at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, Roach has been fired up by the heavy odds stacked against him. As a massive 16-1 underdog, many observers have already written him off. However, Roach doesn't see the odds as a death sentence, but rather as a challenge to overcome. For him, the fight is more than just another title defense for Tank Davis. It's his opportunity to shock the world and prove that he belongs among boxing's elite. The build-up to this fight is personal. Roach and Davis share a long history, having fought twice as amateurs back in 2011, with Davis emerging victorious both times. The two have also sparred on multiple occasions over the years, both before and after turning professional. Roach hails from Washington, D.C., while Davis is from Baltimore, Maryland. These two neighboring cities are well known for producing top-tier boxing talent, and their rivalry is more than just about who holds the title. It's about pride, bragging rights, and proving who truly reigns in the DMV area, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. For Roach, the odds mean little. As he said at the press conference, he's using the doubters as fuel to push himself even harder. "If you don't think I'm ready, then you're in for a surprise," Roach boldly declared. Despite the enormous challenge of facing Davis, one of boxing's biggest stars, Roach has shown no signs of being intimidated. He understands that an upset win would change his life forever, and that's the mindset he's carrying into the ring. Davis, on the other hand, is also aware of the gravity of this fight. The undefeated Baltimore native, with a perfect 30-0 record and 28 knockouts, is one of the most feared fighters in the sport. Known for his explosive power and lightning-fast speed, Davis has knocked out the majority of his opponents in devastating fashion. But Roach is not like most of Davis's previous opponents. While the world sees him as the underdog, Davis has recognized Roach's potential and the threat he poses. The two fighters are no strangers to each other, and there is a mutual respect between them. Davis has spoken about Roach's sneaky power, which was evident when Roach knocked down Hector Luis Garcia in the 12th round of their 2023 fight to win the WBA super featherweight title. While Davis has predicted a 9th-round knockout, Roach isn't fazed. He's never been knocked out in 27 professional bouts, and he's confident in his ability to withstand whatever Davis throws at him. The respect is mutual, but there is no mistaking that this fight is more than just a personal contest. For Roach, it's about showing the world that he's more than just a stepping stone for Davis's career. Roach's professional record of 25-1 with 10 knockouts speaks to his abilities as a high-level fighter. He's not only tough, but also adaptable with a sharp mind for strategy. At the press conference, Roach made it clear that he's not just grateful for the opportunity, but determined to seize it. "This is a hell of a chance," Roach said, acknowledging the enormity of the fight. "I'm here to conquer it." While Davis respects Roach, the stakes for him are equally high. As one of boxing's most electrifying stars, Davis knows that a loss to Roach would be a massive blow to his career, especially with the bright spotlight on him during a high-profile pay-per-view event. However, Davis thrives under pressure, and he's been in big fights before. He has the experience to handle the spotlight and the momentum to keep his undefeated streak intact. While some critics have questioned why Davis is fighting Roach instead of facing bigger names like Vasyl Lomachenko or Devin Haney, Davis has defended his decision. He sees Roach as a tough, legitimate challenge who will push him to his limits. Roach, for his part, has embraced the criticism and used it to fuel his motivation. "People have been talking a lot of trash about this fight," Roach said, "but I'm going to give them a show they won't forget." Roach knows that many see him as an underdog, but he's not letting that define him. He's coming into this fight with a clear game plan, one focused on speed, power, and endurance. He spent his training camp studying Davis's fighting style and looking for any potential weaknesses he can exploit. Roach is not just tough, he's smart, and he's ready to execute his strategy when the bell rings. Davis is confident in his abilities, but he knows that Roach won't be an easy fight. Roach has the grit to go the distance, and Davis has acknowledged his skills. Still, the undefeated champion has made it clear that he's not taking this fight lightly. "I know he's tough, but I face tougher," Davis said. "I'm going to show why I'm the champion." For Davis, this fight is not just about defending his WBA lightweight title, it's part of a much bigger picture. Davis has already made waves in the boxing world with his explosive knockout power and his ability to headline massive pay-per-view events. But with the announcement that Davis plans to retire in 2025, the focus is shifting to his farewell tour. The idea of a retirement tour has sparked major conversations as fans and analysts speculate about who Davis might face in his final bouts. He has already indicated that he wants to fight 3 more times before hanging up his gloves, and that could include high-profile rematches or new challenges that make a statement. A potential rematch with Ryan Garcia is a top contender. Their first fight in April 2023 generated a staggering $1.2 million in pay-per-view buys, with Davis taking home an estimated $50 million. Garcia, despite being the underdog, earned around $30 million thanks to his massive social media presence and marketing ability. A second fight between the two would undoubtedly bring even more money and excitement, but Davis has not openly called out specific opponents. When asked about his future plans, Davis was careful not to reveal too much. "I'm not looking at Lamont the way that everybody else looks at Lamont," Davis said. "I know Lamont is a really good fighter." While a Garcia rematch could be lucrative, Davis could also face other high-caliber opponents like Shocker Stevenson or Devin Haney. Both present serious challenges, with Stevenson known for his technical mastery and defensive skills, and Haney holding acclaim as one of the top fighters in the lightweight division. However, a fight with Stevenson or Haney may not carry the same financial appeal as a Garcia rematch, and Davis has made it clear that financial incentives are a part of his decision-making process as he moves toward retirement. Regardless of who Davis faces in his final year, the fight against Roach is a crucial one. The stakes are high for both fighters. For Davis, a loss would be a massive blow to his undefeated record and his retirement plans. But for Roach, this is a career-defining opportunity. He's not just fighting for a title, he's fighting for his place in boxing history. Roach sees this as his chance to prove to everyone that he belongs among the best in the sport. He's been working tirelessly, improving every aspect of his game, and he's ready to make a statement. "I've gotten better in every aspect since the amateurs," Roach said. "I was one of the best boxers in the country as an amateur, and I'm much better now." For Roach, this fight isn't just about the belts, it's about representing his hometown of DC, a city that has produced so many great fighters over the years. "I do it for the people with me," Roach said. "My whole family is from DC, and they're going to celebrate with me in Brooklyn." The fight is also significant because of the regional pride at stake. While Davis represents Baltimore, Roach proudly wears his DC roots on his sleeve. The rivalry between these two cities runs deep, and both fighters know that there is much more to this fight than just the titles and belts. It's about proving who is the best fighter in the DMV, a region that has a long history of producing world-class boxing talent. Davis has long represented Baltimore, a city he is fiercely loyal to, while Roach is committed to showing what DC can do. The build-up to the fight has been charged with regional pride, with both men embracing the narrative of their cities and the personal stakes involved. As Davis moves closer to retirement, this fight against Roach could be the first step toward securing his legacy. For Roach, it's the opportunity of a lifetime, and he's determined not to let it slip away. As the fight approaches, all eyes will be on Brooklyn. Fans will be watching to see if Roach can pull off the upset of his career and change the course of his life, or if Davis will continue his dominant run and prove that he's still the top dog in the sport. Regardless of the outcome, one thing is certain. The fight will be one to remember, full of passion, pride, and determination. This is more than just a boxing match. It's a battle for respect, legacy, and the right to call oneself the best.